Susul. Well, we all knew this was coming. I don't want to do it, but I guess we have to. Guess we're contractually obligated or some shit. So, yeah, welcome to Under the Plumbob Podcast, where we talk about The Sims and stuff. Today, Team Cowplant is doing the 7 Toddler Challenge.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm Ava.
I'm Vanity.
And I'm Marissa.
See, she's chipper about it.
It's because I won. I won this challenge.
I sure as shit didn't. Them fuckers
I
didn't.
still think there was black magic involved somehow.
Witchy woman. No, I won because of very specific things that I'm going to talk about in today's episode. So if you have also failed the 7 Toddlers Challenge, then I implore you to listen to this episode because you will win.
I don't know why anyone who's played this episode once would want to do it again. Like this challenge, not episode. This challenge.
I concur.
That's fair. Yeah, I haven't done it since. I did this challenge when Rosti. Oh god.
Ooh, Rosti.
no.
Pasta Rosti.
Sorry. I feel like I'm getting sick, and I got about 4 hours sleep last night, so this is going to be a great episode, guys.
Oh,
I'm really
no.
excited. When Roxy posted her first YouTube video about the 7 Toddlers Challenge, check out our YouTube to see that video.
It's hilarious, and then she does not nearly suck as bad as I did. So don't do that.
No, she did really good. Like, she had her routine. Like, oh, I love that series. So I did it then, so that was a little bit ago, and have not even considered doing the challenge again. Like, just deleted that save file, removed that from my life. Did not bring me joy. Delete. Goodbye.
She Marie Kondo'd that save file, like
Yes.
Spartan kicked it into the hole, like, oh, yeah. Which is what I did as well. Because as much as, okay, look, guys. The best part about this challenge was creating the toddlers. Man, these kids were cute AF. I'd put them on the gallery, but they're all gone, so I can't. Anyway, that was the best part. And I didn't make 7 because I was like, Vanity, look, you're not going to bite off more you can chew. You don't like children to begin with, toddlers, children, whatever. So you're not going to take 7 of those mofos. You're going to do 4. I thought 4 was a manageable number. Really, I wanted 3, but I don't like odd numbers, so I did 4. And then I was upset because I was like, well, crap, I only usually have 1 person in the house. And then that makes 5 people in the house. And again, I don't like odd numbers. Hello, a little bit of OCD. So I had to make a partner in the house too. So then there were like 6 people in this house, which is 5 people too many for me when I play The Sims. All of it gave me anxiety. There were too many little heads at the bottom of my screen, and I didn't know what to do, and I just got overwhelmed, and chaos ensued, which we'll talk about later. So many little heads.
Chaos is a good word to basically sum up this challenge, because that's all it was.
Yeah.
From the minute I started live mode to the second that last little monster was taken away, it was chaos. Oh yeah. I tried it as well. I took 7 toddlers
ambitious AF.
and 1 adult. Yeah. I did it. 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 46 seconds. That's how long it took, like in real life, of me playing before they were all taken away. I timed that shit.
God.
Yep. What? Not even an hour and a half, and they all got taken away. And you know what? I was glad to see them go.
She's like, come on, lady, come on, take these kids. Come on, take the kids. She's outside waiting for them. She's got like a freaking, with that fruit cake that they come by with welcome wagon. She's like, I've got fruit cake. Take them away.
Oh, thanks for the fruitcake. Here, have a kid.
After they all get taken away, she just gets in the bathtub that you get with spa day, where it's like the mud bath, you know? She's sitting
Oh
in the
no,
mud
no!
bath.
After the last one was taken away, she went to her kitchen, immediately cleaned up the mess that number 6 had left there, and then took a long deserved nap.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't name my kids either. I just literally just spelled out the numbers.
Oh my God, you Umbrella Academy them.
I did not have time for that. Do you know how long it always takes me? Like whenever I play anything like an RPG or whatever, I will spend 2 hours in character creation and then another 3 trying to think of a name.
That's why you do the randomized name thing. I never name my Sims. I just randomize their name until I find one that
But then
fits.
they have these really stupid names.
Well, who cares? They're dumb toddlers.
I needed to. You're supposed to be the one who likes kids. Dumb toddlers.
No, don't show my work. Don't show my work. No, yeah, I just randomized the name. And I used Marissa Cowplant for this. I pulled her from the gallery. And so I didn't make any of the kids related to her. I just literally threw 7 toddlers in the creative sim and then started the challenge. So it was really awkward at first because she wasn't related to them, had no relationship with them, so they all hated her. So I had to cheat that. I was like, oh shit, they're all afraid of her.
Oh,
they
no.
like her.
She's
like Marissa Cowplant.
She's Miss Hannigan.
She's Miss Hannigan in a world full of little orphan Annies. Okay, so side note, this challenge made me realize that, I know it's a game. Everybody, I get it. I know it's a game. But also I realized that I think I'm going to stay child free for the rest of my years. And if I do pop out
for sure.
some womb fruit, I'm going to probably just pop out one. And then they're going to go ahead and seal up shop and we're done. Because I could not
Nope. Absolutely not.
the fact that right now my cat is outside and he's been meowing at me for the last 5 minutes of this recording. I'm there he goes again. And he's pitifully meowing at me, and all I can think of is why the fuck are you so annoying? The other cat is sitting under the chair right now, just chilling, and this one is just I need attention, which is kind of how this challenge went. And I don't have enough fucks to give for real life, for cats, for Sims. I don't have enough fucks.
For my work, I have to wrangle many children. That sounds really bad. I'm a teacher. Okay, I'm not a weird person. I'm a teacher.
Professional child wrangler. Oh, you're a teacher. Just hog tying kids left and right. That's what I do.
Oh my God.
People pay me for this.
Oh, Lordy.
That's how it feels. I'll be real honest. That's how it feels. And it's specifically with younger age children, not school age children. And, working with younger age children, especially we have 9 of them now in my class. I feel like if I can handle 9 kids running around and I feed them and, water them, nap, make them nap. I teach them not to bite other children and not to, steal toys. I feel like if I could do that.
I feel like that should be an inherent thing that people should know. Don't bite other people. This is why I understand about children.
You should
why
know
don't
this.
You know
Exactly.
This? Why don't you know that when... why don't you already have this
then
knowledge?
Thank your teacher when you were younger, because your teacher taught you not to bite people. You're welcome.
I feel like my mom did that. And my mom was like, bitch, bite him if you want to. I'll bite you back. But
I vividly remember being a stupid toddler and walking down the street with my mom, and I was just randomly kicking at people. Just lashing out, kicking at people until my mom just pulled me apart, kicked me in the shin, and then I never did it again.
Yep, that's okay. So and it's funny because some of the parents do if the parent's coming to pick up their kid and they pinch the parent or whatever, because little kids just do that. They just pinch people.
Yeah.
It's fine. They'll do that, and the parent will just pinch them back. And I'm like, I wish I could do that. That's so great. But
kids just pinch people?
Funny story.
What? Why do you have little demon children? What is wrong with you?
Well, and for me, I'm if I can deal with this all day, every day, I'm if I can handle one, I mean, the thing I'm worried about with children is like birthing them. I feel like once they're out, I'm good. Like, okay, I can handle this.
God, no.
I
Then
feel
you're
like they can
stuck
just
with
like
him for
stay
18
in,
years.
like just stay in there. Like I'll just like a kangaroo,
Oh
like just stay
gosh,
in my little
no.
pouch.
No,
Like,
let's just put it this way. My womb is going to stay in the same state as my field of fucks, barren.
Mm,
oh my god, I fucking love that.
Baron. I just
And I love
I'm
that. I love that, Ava. Like, honestly, like I am so on the fence about kids. Like, I feel like I could do it, but man, I'm like, in Trump's America. Okay, wait, cut that. Actually.
don't cut it. Don't cut it, man. This I mean, hello, I am a person of not white persuasion. So, in Trump's America, whatever kid I pop out is going to have some kind of melanin in it.
I know
Therefore,
what's scary about
he
it.
got to go before I pop out a kid here, especially a little boy. Oh, hell no.
But no, I had a really funny story about my dad. Okay, so
Go.
when my dad was a kid, he has a younger brother, my uncle. So being an older brother, he just would do older brother things when they were really young. Like I think my dad said he was like 5 or something. I don't know. So he would, whenever his brother would be bothering him or whatever, he would just punch him in the stomach, which is hilarious. To think of like a 5-year-old punching like a I forget, like 2 or 3-year-old just in the stomach. And so literally all like, and he said the first time he did it, he just didn't even think about it. He just did it like on impulse. And his little brother, like, stopped talking. I guess he was like babbling or whatever. And he stopped talking and just walked away. So my dad was like, oh man, this is great. Like when I punch him in the stomach, he leaves me alone. So he did that for a while. And then his mom finally noticed, because it's the 50s and parents were hilariously absent. She finally like realized that my dad was punching my uncle in the stomach every like 5 minutes probably. And she just went like, went to like, what are you doing? And she punched him in the stomach. And my dad was like, oh, like what the hell? And she's like, how do you like that? Like, don't punch your brother in the stomach. And he's like, okay. And he was like, I never did it again. It really hurt.
That's the same. Yeah, that's the same thing my mom did to me. She saw me kicking people, so she kicked me. She's like, do you like that? No, so don't do it. Okay,
don't do it.
I mean,
yeah, don't do it.
I just got nothing for that one, because I just had the fear of my mother in me at all times. So I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. I was like, you know what? That I can remember at least. Maybe I was some kind of weird little like asshole kid. Probably not, because I was probably the most like boring ass child you've ever met in your life. I just talked a lot. So I think my mom just like put me in my room, like, just talk to yourself.
Same.
She was like, I can't take it. And my nephew does this now. He talks a lot, and I'm just like, oh my God, kid.
I did that too. I was a talker.
BTW, guys. I hope he had like 6 drinks, maybe like 2. Remember, Team Tangent is now Team Hydrate. So, especially for this episode, I don't foresee this going well. So go ahead and just stick with the water now. Yeah. Disclaimer. The game has been changed to hydration because we don't want you to die. We enjoy all of our fans to be in the land of the living, not in the arms of the angels.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
Yeah, you can ditch that stupid app that reminds you to take a drink every once in a while. Just listen to a couple of Team Cowplant episodes and
I
drink a glass of water whenever we go on a tangent.
I totally deleted that app because I got so annoyed by it. I'm like, fuck you, I'm drinking my water.
I'll drink what I want to.
And especially scientists just say drink when you're thirsty. Your body tells you when you need to hydrate. You don't need an app. You don't need a fucking whatever. Just drink when you're thirsty. That's it.
Oh, I'm in a permanent state of dehydration. I'm never thirsty, so I probably needed an app, but I just got tired of it telling me to do what to do. Okay. So I feel like that was a very long tangent about our childhoods. You're welcome. And also
we gotta lay the
foundation.
The foundation. This is
yes, and also how none of us, maybe Marissa, are also going to have toddlers. I thought about it, by the way, and I was walking to get my cat from outside. I think that if I did have a child, I'm going to go ahead and adopt a kid that's already like housebroken. whatever age that is. Can you?
Oh, broken.
You better do a 6-year-old then, because wetting the bed is a real
Can
thing
you-
after being housebroken.
Honestly, I've had this conversation with someone before where they were like, but what do you mean you don't want kids? And what if your partner wants kids? And I was like, look, if my partner absolutely positively wants kids, then we can adopt. And she's like, what if you, well, then you won't have a baby. And I was like, yeah, no fucking diapers. That's the best.
No fucking diapers. And plus, there's tons of great kids in the world. Why not adopt? I think that's a great decision.
Yeah, man, adopt, don't chop. Does that not transfer from pets to kids? Is that not how it works? Okay, sure.
So what I was going to say was on the lines of that one. You know how like on like petfinder.com, you can like click on like what you want, like what you're looking for and like a pet. Can you do that for like adoptions, like adoptionfinder.com? Can you like click on what you want?
No.
I don't think it works that way.
Because mainly like my only requirements would be like I just want it to be
housebroken.
Yeah, housebroken.
Housebroken,
Yes, I
non-biter.
mean, you could be
Housebroken non-biter. Preferably one that doesn't like electrical outlets.
Whatever.
Oh my god, this is horrible. Our editor just wrote to us, hyperallergenic, if you want to know why we're just crying laughing right now.
Oh man!
Yeah, hi, I'm looking for a housebroken, hypoallergenic, gluten-free child, please. Thank you.
Do you want a 10-year-old or a 3-year-old? 10-year-old, please. There you go. Like, hello. Like, oh, you're cute. I'm taking you.
Take one home, and then after a couple of weeks, you come back and it's like, hi, I'd like to exchange this for a model with a mute button, please.
this one's
Oh,
defective.
no.
I think it's broken. It won't stop making noise.
Like, that's a human.
Oh man,
ma'am.
BTW for the editor said for our premium package, we can provide one with a college degree already. Ooh, can I get child prodigy? Can I go ahead and just like get a child prodigy? Like, can we like click that button too?
Oh, right, like a 15-year-old with like already.
Ooh, I don't want a
bachelor's degree?
15-year-old because I don't want sass already, like out the bat sass. Like,
look, if I get a 15-year-old with a college degree who will turn out to be like a doctor or a lawyer or something that becomes very, very rich and can take care of me for the rest of my days, then I will put up with like the 3 years of sass they have left.
Exactly. 3 years. After that, it's that gravy train.
oh man,
Bam, bam,
Basically, like they said in the last episode, click yourself and suck it up.
click yourself.
What?
For those of you who have not yet heard the slice of life, oh boy, that tickled me. That tickled me.
Well,
I
it
have
hasn't
not heard-
dropped
oh,
yet.
wow.
Well, for us at least. I mean,
That, for us, it hasn't dropped
For us,
yet.
not,
Oh,
no.
man,
But I edited that shit, and I was in stitches. My mom thought I was dying.
da.
But yeah, no, like I said, if kid turns out into like some rich professional, sure, they can sass me all they want. But you know, on the other hand, they might end up to be like a serial killer or something.
What
So
if you get
really,
you never know. Man. What if you get like what was Christian
You
Bale's
never
character
know.
in American Psycho? What if you get that guy?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that one.
What's it like a 30-day return policy? Like what is this? Like
Return.
Yeah, you just like go to adopt a child and just
Nope.
Christian Bale just comes
No,
out.
it's
and you're
fine.
just like,
I don't even want my money back. In fact, here, just take my money.
Take
Just
more
take
money.
this
Yes.
kid.
There you go.
can I take a store credit? Like I'll take a store credit card. It's fine.
Store credit. Yeah, because that's another conversation I had with people about the whole no kids thing. They were like, but you know, who's going to take care of you when you're older? I was like, well, there's no guarantee that my kid will still be around when I'm older. Like they could be a serial killer and just go to jail.
Yeah.
But they could be a doctor or something and
Or they
take
could
really
just be
good
an
care of you.
asshole.
Like, look, I would rather not take the risk that there's a second Ed Gein out there, if you catch my drift. Really, I'm doing the world a favor. And I really like our editor's boyfriend here because his response to who's going to take care of us when we're older is my money. And yes,
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
much.
Just make money.
So This
Just make money, get a 401k.
Look,
there you go.
Look, I already get half of my paycheck taken away in taxes. That better go to my pension. Just saying.
So
Exactly.
this reminds me of a conversation my dad and I just had the other day. By the way, guys, this is a whole tangent that might not even make it into it because this has been like 20 minutes of not talking about this challenge.
Yeah,
at
we'll probably
all.
have to cut all this.
Anyway,
That's okay.
So my dad and I'm talking about this, and I was like, Dad, because my dad retires next year, and they're gonna sell their house and build another house and blah blah blah. And I was like, you know what? When I'm older and I retire, because he asked if I had a 401k, I'm like, I do. And I was like, I want to have 2 houses. I want to have one of those like some, because I went to Florida, and I was like, man, living on the beach would be great. Except would it get tiring after a while? And then because it's only good because it's like something new and exciting, not because it's like everything you do. I was like, so I want 2 houses. I want one on the beach somewhere, like I'm gonna go travel to when it's like cold, and then I want another one like my normal house. But I don't want to live in the U.S., so I have no idea where any of these houses would be. So then I sat down racking my brain for like an hour and a half. If I had to pick somewhere in the U.S. to live, where the hell would I live? And I can't think of a place. So
if you're gonna live on the beach, don't live in the fucking Florida beach, because Florida is a hot shit show. Live somewhere.
My hands were sweating. Like my palms were Eminem fucking mom spaghetti. Like I was like, what the fuck is this? Is my palm sweaty? Is the air sweaty? What is happening?
Am I preparing for a rap battle? What's going on?
Let me get my hoodie. Let me get my mic. We're going.
Let me get this plate of spaghetti and spill it all over my shirt. Yeah, I'm good to go.
Martha's Vineyard, like a cool East Coast beach that's
no, don't go there. Did you guys not see that video of that like giant shark that's swimming around near Martha's Vineyard? I told you, man, deep ocean. Did you not see that video?
In the water. When you're an old little lady, you're not going to be swimming out with the sharks. You're just going to be sitting up in your beautiful little house, just watching the waves. Who cares about
I'm not
going
to be some old decrepit lady.
And don't get me started on sharks. A big shark can go wherever he wants. He's a fucking dinosaur. He's been alive for 5 million years.
Oh, God, it happened again. It happened
again. Look around. And the
with the sharks already.
Look, that tangent got cut in the last episode. I don't think we can do that again.
He's a beautiful shark. He can swim in any ocean he wants.
Yes, he can.
You don't have to go swim with him. Don't bother him. Be on your beautiful little porch in your little rocking chair with your little blanket over your knees.
Why am I some decrepit old lady? I want to be like surfing USA and picking up young men.
I want to be jet skiing at 90.
I want to be like Blanche and Golden Girls, who, by the way, they're like only in their 50s in that show. I thought they were way older. I want to be like Blanche.
They're in their 50s?
Yes, girl. Yes.
Oh my God, they depict them so much older than 50.
In the 80s, everyone just looks so old.
Yeah, so you got bad makeup and you got frizzed out hair. That's like...
You're not wrong.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
So we're going to take... by this point, you should be like peeling like a racehorse because you have some freaking so we're going to take this train back onto the track and talk about this fucking challenge. We've never mentioned it at all, except for like the first 5 minutes.
Let's talk about toddlers.
Yeah, make one or adopt one.
You
could do one of your 2 options.
But they're a lot different than they used to be.
Yeah, they used to be way less work.
Well, and there used to be better toys. Like, remember in Sims 3 where like toys taught them like music or whatever and like different things that helped them like later in life? Or like wasn't it the same skills like in Sims 2 and Sims 3 that like if they got the music skill or whatever the fuck it was, piano or whatever, it carried on? Am I remembering that correctly or no?
That is possible. That is absolutely possible.
I know like logic was a thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like the peg box was logic.
And didn't they have that weird bunny head as well?
Yeah. I think that was charisma, right?
Yeah, charisma. The talking bunny head.
That's what annoys me about The Sims 4 is that they learn like movement or whatever, but it's not actual skills they take on into childhood or adulthood, which is kind of weird.
Which sucks.
The only benefit is they get like the happy toddler, perfect childhood or whatever, so they can gain skills faster when they're older, which I guess is like they're compromised for it.
Look,
But,
that Parenthood
But,
pack
I mean-
sucks, okay? Let's just call it what it is. Unless you like children, that pack sucks. And it's kind of what made this whole challenge that much harder. So,
oh, maybe that's why I won, because I don't have Parenthood.
I do. It sucks. Them fuckers were so annoying, and they're like, I don't want to eat this. Then fucking starve. Sorry.
I have Parenthood too. I don't know why, but I have it. It's there.
I don't know why. Okay, look, why do the two of us who hate children have that motherfucking pack? Like, I can't. That pack sucks. It doesn't really suck, guys. Like, if you like kids, it's pretty great. And some really great casts, which is why I have not deleted it. But other than that,
If
the actual things that happen, except for the journal. I like when they're teens, they can write in their journal. Makes me happy.
Yeah. If there's a mod, and I haven't seen one yet, but if there's a mod that removes that pop-up of like, I don't know who I am, tell me who I am. If there's a mod that gets rid of that, I will download the Parenthood pack. But until that happens, I don't fucking want it.
It's annoying.
Because I hate that. I hate that with Let's Plays. Like, I'm watching a Let's Play, and every 5 minutes they have this stupid, I don't know, blah, blah. It's like, I just want to watch the Let's Play. I don't care about this stupid teenager who's freaking out about their pimples. Like, ugh.
I don't care about your existential crisis, Betty.
Fuck.
Okay, so by the way, back up, rewind, wavy motions back before the tangent happened again. So you can go into to start this challenge. You have to have 7 toddlers. Legit, you can adopt all 7 if you want to. You can make all 7 if you want to. You can do what I did, only make 4 because you said fuck the 7. So I made them because I love making things in casts. So I spent all of this time. I spent a whole episode of Veronica Mars making my family. I just randomized the dude because I need another person in the house, and I was like, fuck it. He was actually pretty cute though, and I used one of my old. I imported one of my people that I've already made for my girl, because really the adults don't count. It was the kids. So then I made 4 super cute Sims. I made 2 boys and 2 girls, and I never made boys. So it was cool to go in and see all of the toddler clothes that I'd never look at ever, and all the toddler like hair that I've never seen ever. And because I don't make children, and I have CC, like Plumbob Tea Society. I have a couple of their packs that they made, and I guess they've got toddler crap in those packs, and your girl's never seen them. So I was like, oh, look at this cute. And mind you, toddlers are adorable. Like, they are the cutest little fucking things ever, and I was like, these are so cute. Look at this little cute little outfit.
Until you go into live mode.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
In cast, they're adorable. So I was like,
cute.
okay, I got my 4 kids. We ready to go. They got their little names. I named them all after planets. It was super great. Oh yeah, I didn't want to think too hard. So I named them all after like Greek gods. And then I was like, so it went that way. So I was like, okay. So I had little like Hera, and I had little like, I had Hera, and I had what's her name? Down below. Persephone. I had Hera and Persephone. And then I had, and then I had Zeus, and I had Poseidon. Those are my 4 little children.
Did Zeus keep taking his diaper off?
No.
Because that feels
I had my 4 little kids, and I'm like, okay, guys.
Wait, why didn't you have Poseidon and not Hades?
I wasn't trying to make them love each other. They're siblings.
But Hera and...
I didn't mean to, and I just kept them as siblings, and I left it as it goes, okay? I left it as it goes. These are siblings. We're not crossing streams.
Yep.
So you make your kids in casts, and you go with your life and go to live. I downloaded a house from the gallery that had like a big. Also, I don't do big houses. It's too much walking. It's too much. It's just no. I mean, like, think about it. Like, it takes your Sim 17 million years to get from space A to space B, and if your house is big, it takes them even fucking longer. So I like.
And if you have toddlers, it's going to take them fucking 6 hours.
They just like toddle around. I legit hate big houses, so I doubled them up in rooms. I had a 3-bedroom house, so I had the boys in one room and the girls in another room, and I went with a wet way because and it was 1 floor. Okay, this is where your this is where it gets a little shitty, though. So I didn't read the advice that Roxy gave, and I made this house super toddlery. There were high chairs. There were all kinds of stuff, and I was, like, ready. And then those fuckers, I decided that I was going to have the adults do what they need to do. I did it where, like, there was that one, it's not the hard one. I guess it was kind of medium. Like, I wasn't going to, like, control them, like, because I really didn't feel like doing controlling the kids. I just controlled the adults. That was a bad idea. If you just control the adults, there are fucking little critters running around.
Mm-hmm.
And then one, I don't know, I guess he got, like, I don't know where he disappeared to. Like, fucking Poseidon was just gone somewhere. And I got overwhelmed because there are too many heads in the house. And all their needs just started, like, going. Because I couldn't get them to pee or eat. And no one would eat the food that I gave them because they didn't want the fucking apples or whatever. And it would just... They all just started to cry all the time. And then this social worker came and took them away. And then everybody was sad. But then Poseidon was, like, in the backyard or something. I don't fucking know. And so when he came back, when I finally found this fucking kid, he was the only one left. I don't know exactly how he survived the great CPS snatch up, but he did. And he comes toddling his ass back in the house. I'm like, what the fuck were you? And I just said, and then the two parents were like, oh, this kid. But then he was sad because he had no siblings left. Like, it was bad. It was just a sad little moment in time. So I just closed out. I was like, screw it. I'm gonna watch Veronica Mars. So I just closed out of that save. And that was my life. That was it right there. The majority of my time was spent in Cass.
Yeah, you need, like, in the first day all the kids were taken, or what?
No. They got to sleep and wake up, and I tried to teach them how to pee in the potty. Then, like, they had to go to work, so then the nanny came, and that's when the nanny came is when everybody lost their shit because the nannies suck.
Why did you send them to work?
Because they have jobs.
You're not supposed to send them to work.
Well, my fuckers went to work.
You're not supposed to. That's the challenge. They don't work.
Because they had to pay for the fucking kids eating all the fucking food in the house.
No, you can cheat. That's the beauty of this challenge. You can give them $1 million.
I didn't cheat.
You can give them $1 million and the parents cannot work because that's their job.
I'm telling you, they're Miss Hannigan. All they can do is take care of these kids.
Work and the nanny came.
And honestly, let's be real here. Miss Hannigan was a hero.
Well,
the fact that she stuck it out that long and only became an alcoholic with all these kids around. Kudos to her, man. I couldn't do it. I'd be in jail for capital murder.
Really? Well, I mean, look, my kids didn't die. They just went off to a better place.
They went to the farm.
My house.
They went to live on the farm.
I do want to know. So if your kids get taken away, do they end up on that, like, adoption thing? Like, can you adopt them back?
They did in The Sims 3, didn't they? Or was it Sims 2?
Your household can't adopt them back. I know with MCCC, if kids get taken away, they will get adopted by another family in the world, like, automatically. Like, you can set that setting. But if your kid gets taken away, I'm pretty sure if you just go to another household, you can see them. But I don't know if that's because I have MCCC or if that's really in the game.
You can just go to another house. Hi, I'm here to visit the kid that I've neglected.
No, like, that family can't adopt them again, but if you just, like, go to the neighbor who's a separate family, you can adopt their kid. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, like, if the Pancakes, they have Ziggy gets taken away, you can go over to the Goths. Iggy, I'm sorry. You can go over to the Goth household and the Goths can adopt Iggy.
Okay.
I think so. I could be 1,000,000% wrong on that.
If you get kids taken away, and can you then adopt more kids? Like,
I think you can. I'm pretty sure you can. I know you can have more kids. You can have more kids and you can adopt. Because, like, you can get, with animals, you can get an animal taken away, but you can still, not an animal, but you can give an animal up for adoption, but you can still adopt an animal.
Yeah, but there's a difference between giving them up for adoption and having them taken away because you weren't feeding them.
That's fair. That's fair.
Toddlers have a couple of things that you have to have so that they survive, like a bed, but a toddler bed, and the potty, because toddlers are still in mother truck and diapers. So to teach them not to be in diapers anymore, you can teach them how to use the potty. And then they have a high chair, which apparently Roxy says don't use because it's glitchy AF. Well, my fuckers just want to get reading in and out of it, and I was like, stay there. And then also, teach them how to like talk and walk and all. It's just, do you know how much? And who sits down with a kid and teaches them how to talk? You don't. You talk around them, they pick it up. Why can't these toddlers do the same thing? I'm not teaching you words. I don't sit down with like tiny humans like, this is how you say hi. I don't say that. I don't do that. I just say hi to them and they figure it out. Why can't these kids do that?
You definitely do need to teach kids how to talk.
No, you
See, this is why we shouldn't have children.
I just feel like I've never sat down and taught a kid how to speak. Like I just say
Yes, you 100% do. Like, why do you think speech therapists are a thing for little kids?
Okay.
Because they don't enunciate their words properly.
But not every kid goes to a speech therapist.
Well, no, but that doesn't mean that the ones who don't need it. They need it.
I'm just saying, like, I have a niece and 2 nephews, and nobody sat our asses down with them. Like, I mean, you said that we were like, "Oh, look, a tree," and you point to the tree, and then, "Oh, look, that's a cat."
That's probably because the parent is doing it with them, or the school is doing it with them. I mean, I will be honest. A lot of kids do pick it up 100%. They just pick up words. Once they reach like 1.5, they just repeat everything that they hear. So for sure, but like if they're not pronouncing things right or if they're having trouble with certain words, you do have to sit down with them and show them phonetically how to say
I get that. I had a speech therapist as a kid because your girl had a stutter. But also all of these kids, you just sit down and like, I'm going to read a book to you 80,000 years later, reading this book to you. It's so annoying. It's just annoying. And then it takes like so many hours to teach them how to pee in a potty. And it's like, oh, just go pee in the potty. And then they have monsters on their bed.
No, that's annoying. They have to pee. They like have to pee really bad and they just sit there for an hour not peeing. But that's pretty accurate with kids. You will have to sit with them. I mean, this is not like, I mean, I'm not a parent, but like this is what it is.
You're not selling it to us either, so.
No, if you don't want kids, don't have kids. I can't even tell. Every parent in the 80s, if you could just say, hey, if you don't want kids, don't have them. They'd be like, oh, fuck, thank God. Please do not make us have kids. Can you believe it?
So true.
Like, there's so many people back then who were just forced to have kids because of the societal norms bullshit. If you don't have kids, don't fucking have kids. If you want kids, have them. Who gives a fuck? It's your choice, you know?
Right? That's why I always hate it when they're all like, oh, you know, it's different when they're your own. If they're your own, you might actually like them. Yeah, well, what if I don't? Then I'll have a kid who has to grow up with a mother who doesn't want it, who didn't want it. That, like, a kid is not something you make a wager on. It's not something you can gamble on. That's a person. A person who could end up needing extensive therapy because of me.
And then you gotta pay for it. The whole therapy thing. Because you caused the problem, and now you gotta pay for it. It's just...
Exactly. That's what I say. If you don't want kids, don't have them. If you want to wait till you're 40 and adopt, wait till you're 40 and adopt. Who cares? It's nobody's decision but yours. No one should have an opinion about your uterus but you.
Freaking reach.
Preach.
It's not a big deal.
And then, but do you hear this, though? Like, we're all saying, don't give kids. Yep. And you know what Roxy said? Have 7 fucking toddlers, guys. This is what happens when we get forced to do a challenge that you don't want Cowplant to do. Why would you give Cowplant this challenge? Why would you do this?
I don't believe her.
Because she did the 7 toddlers challenge for YouTube and she didn't want to do it anymore. So she made us do it. She was basically just, I had to suffer, now you have to suffer with me.
I want you guys to understand, like, full disclosure, when we all saw what we had to do, the salt we all threw at her, we were like, what the ever-living fuck?
Yeah, these were like, dead sea levels of sodium, guys. Just saying.
I mean, We are all so pruny from lack of water in our body because it's all just salt.
We're
just like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
like
that
riots were happening at Under the Plumbob. The torches and the pitchforks were coming out.
Oh, and then, so side note, these toddlers in the game also have temper tantrums. And that was something that when that happened, because they were like, I'm hungry. And I just stared at that kid. Like, I stared at the kid. My sim stared at the kid. Like, we're just like, and I was like, I gave you food, but they didn't want it because they had been like, I don't want to eat this food or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they were like, I don't like that. And I was like, well, then that sucks for you because you soup's hungry.
Which is apparently also accurate. Kids will have this, like, thing where I need this peanut butter sandwich to be exactly 35 degrees and have exactly 36 chunks in it, or I will not eat it.
I'm sorry.
And so help you God if there's a slice of banana on that plate, Barbara.
Why does your peanut butter have chunks in it?
Crunchy peanut butter is the bomb.com. It's so good. God. Don't even pretend. Yes.
No, it's not. And also, your mouth is now one giant, like, just glue.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like that with regular.
That's why you eat it with jelly, obviously.
I don't want to chew my peanut butter like that.
But not grape jelly because little Susie doesn't like grape jelly. She only likes strawberry jelly.
And the bread has to be lightly toasted on one side. It has to be cut in a diagonal.
And there can't be any crusts on there.
Killing me.
Okay, wait. So, can we get back to the challenge? Can I?
I'm trying.
People.
I'm trying to get this back on track.
People?
Okay, guys. So if you decide after all of this ridiculousness that you want to try this challenge, I'm gonna give you the rules real quick and dirty. Okay. There are levels of difficulty. The easy mode is you control all the Sims. The hard mode is you only control the adult Sim, or you cannot control the adult, but you control the toddler. So either way, you don't control one way. I didn't realize I was doing it the hard way. I just didn't want to fucking deal with those kids. So I was like, let me just do the adults. They annoy me. Bonus challenge is keep it clean. So the easy mode is hire a maid, and the hard mode is clean without a maid. I had a nanny, so. The alternate challenge is Melissa's challenge is raise 6 toddlers with 2 adults to care for them. But each toddler has to reach level 3 in all skills before they age up. Easy, you can hire maids and butlers. Hard, no maids and butlers. Honorable mention for the hard mode, make your adult sim with the hates children trait. So it's me and Ava.
No, that's too realistic.
So,
that's too realistic.
Okay. This is the thing.
Okay, wait. So let me help the people. So how I won this challenge. 1, you got to set up your house correctly. No stairs like that.
No fucking stairs, y'all.
You need a gallery bathroom. So you need to have just a big bathroom that's long and skinny with a tub on one end and 7 toddler chairs on the other end. Okay? You need to have a big bedroom that fits all the beds. And that bedroom needs to be filled with those lamps and what is that fucking called? The nightlight.
The nightlight?
Yeah, with the monster nightlight.
Oh my god, the fucking monsters under the bed. Ugh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Fill it. Just put 100 lamps in there. Who gives a fuck? Just put 1,000,000 lamps in there. Then have a separate room for the person you use. So separate room from them, separate bathroom for them. That's the key. They need to have their own bathroom that's only accessible to their bedroom. So they can have a bathtub and a shower and they can have all that stuff. Then everything else can just be a big square. The kitchen, the living room, dining room, all that can be a big square. Who gives a fuck? Nobody cares. So we put all that. That's your house. You can do a big square, put all that out. For the kitchen, do not bother with high chairs. Do not bother with dining room chairs. Just do the kitchen. Right next to it, you can put a bunch of couches. You can put a bunch of those little panda chairs. Whatever you want. A bunch of little benches that toddlers can sit on. Just put all those by the kitchen so that all the toddlers can sit down. You can even put a little coffee table to put the food on. That way the toddlers will go over, get the food from the coffee table, and just go sit in a little poof. It's adorable. That works. You can also put a TV in that room near where all the food is, so the TV can be on so they can get fun while they're eating. And even if the toddlers won't watch the TV, at least the parent can do that. So there you go. That works with that. Then the rest of the room can just be filled with toys. Just filled with toys. Doll houses are kind of annoying because when they get angry, they destroy the doll house, and then everyone's sad because the doll house is destroyed. So that's optional. You don't have to have a doll house. You can just put all the little pandas and little cars and little cat toys. Just put all those if you want.
Did you say
tablet.
cat toys?
Yeah, there's a little cat toy. It's like a white.
I don't know why
cat.
I think like you actually put cat toys out for your toddlers to play with. I was
No.
I mean, they're not animals.
It's a toy shaped like a cat.
Yes.
It's a toy shaped like a cat.
I was thinking like that little weird little thing.
Like the cat wand. Could you imagine just little toddlers playing with all these cat wands?
Oh.
They would. They would. They just see pretty colors, shiny.
Toddlers and laser pointers.
Toddlers and laser pointers.
Is that like toddlers and tiaras?
Toddlers
and laser pointers.
Yes.
Just chasing laser pointers. And then put tablets everywhere for the skills. If you want. I mean, I would still put tablets everywhere because it's something to do to keep the kids preoccupied. Okay. Then the key. So once the house is set up, the key to this challenge, you hire a butler and you cheat the butler's needs so that the butler's needs never decay. There's nothing in the rules that say the butler you need to take care of the butler.
Oh, Marissa, you sneaky.
And yes, and you can set the butler to only take care of children. So they're constantly running around with the children, but their needs are always up, so they never stop taking care of the children. And you can make your sim do all the cleaning and cooking if you want. The other thing you can do is if you get to that point where everyone's in a bad mood, everyone's freaking out, you can hire a caterer. Just hire a caterer, have them come make a shit ton of meals, put all the meals in the fridge, and you have meals for a couple of days for the kids. If you don't want to worry about cooking. That way the butler focuses on
except when your kids won't eat them.
Well, yeah, if you have the parenthood thing, I don't fucking know what to tell you because I don't have experience with that. But with my game, they eat everything you give them. So
bitches didn't.
You can put all the little catered meals.
I want that.
They just threw it on they were basically lonely islanding all over the place. They just threw it on the ground.
I don't want your handouts.
They didn't want no part of my system. Well, you can starve then, Susie. You can starve.
My dad's not a fool.
Oh my God, stop. Okay. Yes, that's how those fucking fuckers were in my house. And I don't know why I ended up, it was just two of them. It was actually just, if I can remember correctly, I think it was just Hera and Poseidon were like the assholes who didn't want to eat any food. And then I told you, then Poseidon just wandered away. I was like, where the fuck did he go? He just, I'm not even kidding. I have no idea where he went, but he missed the roundup and he came back and all of his siblings were gone.
He missed the roundup.
And I was like, well, you should have gone with them.
He managed to avoid the Wranglers.
He avoided the lassos. Oh, man. Okay.
You didn't get corralled. Nobody hog-ties Poseidon.
Okay, so let's go with Roxy's tips, by the way. She says that $7 is a lot. Obvi. Get out of cast quickly. Didn't do that either. You probably only need 4 outfits, everyday sleepwear, hot and cold weather. Download or build a house. Stick to 1 level, no stairs. Duh. Give up. Don't bother trying to make progress on your adult since aspiration. There's no time. Potty train them. They'll stay cleaner and have fewer puddles. Don't use high chairs. They're glitchy AF, which we've all covered at this point. Adopt your toddlers as care dependents. Or set the family relationships up in CAS. Oh, okay. Upgrade your bed. There's no reason to have not to have a really good bed, shower, etc.
Yeah. I did the nicest shower, the nicest bath, the nicest bed, which it's kind of ironic in my save. The nicest bed I have is a CC bed that's a single bed. So I just put that for my sim. But like upgrading and making, I cheated the relationship. So I did care dependent for my sim. And then I cheated the relationship. So we were like best friends with all the toddlers because they don't listen to you if you're not their parent or their best friend.
Mine were their parent because I made them all in CAS. So they were like their parent. So when they moved into the house, they already had that shit down. Okay, but guys, there is this pretty bomb-ass infographic that I don't know who made it. Did Roxy make it?
Yes.
Roxy made this infographic. Like, it is bomb. It is basically like all of the rules and how to do it on a little thingamajigger, and we're going to post that to all
It's like a little
all the
poster.
social medias, so you can have all of those things, and you don't have to remember anything what we just said. You should, because I mean, why the hell are you listening if you don't remember what we said?
Yeah, you should have been taking notes, slacker.
Why? I mean, good luck with the notes. I hope you color coordinated it for the rants. Rant should be in red, by the way. Red rants.
Preferably in gel pen.
Oh my god, gel pens, or those like felt ones. I use those a lot at work.
Those are pretty.
Those
cool.
are good. Yes, I like those.
I have a fountain pen for work.
Ooh, that would smear everywhere. I can't do that. Do we have any final thoughts before we say goodbye to this dumbass challenge?
I do.
Yeah.
This challenge was enlightening, to say the least. It just made me realize that I never really liked toddlers in The Sims. Like, they were just there, and I just cheat their needs and make sure they don't die or get taken away. And I'm not interested in them until they reach at least child status. Because they're loud, they're annoying, they're demanding. They throw tantrums, they don't do what you want them to do. They're just chaos. Just chaos. And for some goddamn reason, when they weren't included in The Sims 4, you guys lost your goddamn minds because they weren't in the game. Well, you wanted toddlers in the game. That's your monkey's paw, people. You got him. You got him. So I hope you're happy now. You've unleashed chaos. Congratulations. So yeah, this was the 7 Toddlers challenge. I hope you guys have
Can we move that to the
good
can we move
time.
that to the front of the episode? I feel like that should just be just like,
oh my god,
that's your monkey paw.
That's
That's the best part, which I learned about from The Simpsons. So,
Yeah,
but
good old Simpsons, man. That was my education as a child. Basically, The Simpsons after school every day.
No, Twilight Zone.
I don't know. There was a Simpsons episode about the monkey paw, though. So
Yeah, I got it from The
Simpsons.
Oh, well, I think it is like a real story, and then it was adapted by Twilight Zone, and then it was bastardized.
Simpsons did it.
So there you go.
Simpsons did it.
No, okay. My final
We're
thoughts
not
on the
wrong.
toddler challenge is, okay, seriously, I get it. I understand when people wanted toddlers. I think for me, I liked the Generations pack in Sims 3, and that's kind of what I wanted, but that's not what I got with Parenthood, and I downloaded it anyway, like thinking that's what I was going to get, and it's not what I got, because I'll be damned. Like, I miss prom, I miss, like, first day of like the teens and like sneaking out of the house, and you kind of got that a little bit, and it's not what I wanted, because at the end of the day, this is why I don't have legacy challenges, because I don't like to procreate and make children, and if I do make a child, I age them up so quick, and I just like cheat their shit, and then I age them up. Like, I don't play them because they annoy me until they can go to school, and I do miss university only for that reason, because I would send them fuckers to private school, and they would come back from school with skills and also the next age group. So I get it. I get why people wanted them. I guess you want to make your like life realistic, but if I wanted realism, I would stop taking birth control. But I don't. So.
Well, I mean, I like toddlers just for the yeah, I guess the realism. It's kind of silly to just go from a baby to a kid. It's like, what?
I don't think so.
Because you can just,
it's only.
Yeah, every time I've made
fine,
I want to make a legacy or generation or whatever. When I did the single dad challenge, something like that, like I always go to child.
Mm-hmm.
I skip the toddler phase and just children, because children can do their own shit. Yep. They can like take their self together. They're their own functioning little thing, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
same with babies. I have a baby for about a day, and then it's just like, yeah, I'm sick of you. Just age up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another tip for the 7 Toddlers challenge: play without sound. For the love of God, play with Oscar.
God is giving you the mute button, people. Use it.
Mute it. Put on some nice, relaxing, like whale sounds or like ocean waves or your favorite podcast, and just do not even try. I don't care if you love playing with sound that makes it feel so. Fucking mute it. You're gonna go absolutely bonkers insane if you play with sound.
Yep. Just watch the world burn with Furley's playing in the background.
Exactly.
Perfect world burning soundtrack.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Keep you calm when the toddlers like throwing stuff, not eating their food.
It was the actual like screaming and arm flailing on the bed that really pissed me off. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I mean, the arms were actually flailing and their little faces all red and they were very angry. And I was like, I'm very angry. I want to control alt delete you.
Yep.
Like,
That's our next t-shirt idea. I want to control alt delete you.
Oh my God, we take it. We steal it. It's our t-shirt. Nobody gets it.
I was just like,
I want to control.
TM, don't steal our t-shirt idea.
Wait, we need to have like a coffee mug too. That would be so funny.
That, by the way, is this nice little segue because we're going to wind this down. It's been about an hour of us ranting about stupidity, but we also have merch. We've got merch. And we are slowly rolling out more merch once we kind of get a feel of what people are wanting. We already have some requests. So if you have a request, like you want a specific like quote or something in general, like you think it would be great to have it like all over everything, how about you slide into them DMs or the inbox or whatever. And it's like, hey, I would like this on a mug / shirt / backpack. Because that's what we have. We have bags and totes and mugs and shirts. So, and tank tops. And we do.
Don't we have a bandana as well?
We're debating on pet bandanas.
Debating
if you
bandana.
think we should have pet bandanas, you like, hey,
bandana,
my dog / cat / toddler would like a bandana.
Look, little shit's being real mouthy. I'm just saying the bandana, if tied tight enough, might actually give me some peace and quiet.
That is child abuse. We don't condone child abuse here. Play hide and seek with it. You know, like just put it around their eyes.
Oh yeah, tie it around its face and spin it in circles and go find me, bitch.
Kinda. Right. So, sliding over to our new segment. You know what it is. What just happened?
Yay!
Ava, do you want to read it?
Yep, I do believe this one's my turn.
Yeah!
This one is from Selah from our website contact form, who told us the following. I'm working on a legacy and had just started going on 2nd gen. By that point, both my founder and her spouse, my lovely Paolo, what a guy, he really is, were elders. So I wanted to make more room in the house. I think Paolo glitched out at some point because he hit the end of the age bar, but he wouldn't die, even after a week. I figured, well, I guess I'll have to kill him by other means. I tried woohooing him and the founder Cadenza to death, but only literally after 12 attempts did Cadenza finally die. Except my game froze. I was stuck with Paolo. I guess the game just didn't want him to die. You see, I built this lovely little cemetery out back that's gated. Cemetery builder. I approve.
Of course you would.
That's gated. So I locked him back there and I tried freezing him to death with the water controller. First time didn't work. On the second attempt, I used his daughter, a spare. Wow.
Air and a spare.
To set it to blizzard again. And the thing friggin' electrocuted her and she died. And I was pissed because I wasn't even trying for her. I pleaded and got her back, and as her whole family was sad over witnessing a death, she was all like, hey guys, I'm back, I nearly died, but it's cool. I kid you not, she went for a jog and then made herself a bowl of popcorn while her family cried around her and Paolo was still stuck in the cemetery. Finally, I actually managed to kill him by freezing after 4 full sim days of constant woohooing his kid dying and being brought back from the grave and his wife dying. Yikes. Rest in peace, bud.
Can you talk about how an Oxford comma makes so much more sense now?
So does.
Because if you don't put that comma in there.
Yeah, the comma is key.
Yep.
Constant woohooing, comma, hard comma. In fact, we might even put a
Constant
period.
woohooing.
Period.
His kid dying and being brought back from the grave. That's it.
I mean, shit. Paolo did not want to go. Paolo was like, look, bitches.
That is so
Nope.
funny. He was like,
Who wants to live forever? Paolo. So,
Well, maybe he didn't want to go because nobody woke him up.
oh, and a jitterbug.
I'm glad someone got
I
it.
did.
I win. God damn it, Ava, that's even too cheesy for you.
So,
but no, I'm glad I did it.
Is that so funny, like, with legacies, that people stay in the same house? Like, when I do legacies, I have to move houses multiple times.
The only
because
legacy
go
that I
a little
did
crazy.
when she moved out and went to be an artist in the city in that crappy ass apartment, and that's when I realized that I left age progression on or something like that. So then her mom ended up dying. No, I left age progression on when I left her save, and then I came back to her save, and she was like some like almost an elder, and I'm like, what the fuck? No, what are you doing? Because that turned age progression off, guys. Just, I mean, like backwards time, and like when you're not playing the game, like that save or whatever, turn it off.
Turn it off for this household or whatever.
I was
like
not ready for that. I was so
households.
mad.
Yeah.
That's why my one little legacy challenge only made it to one generation because I went back to her and she was fucking old, and I was like, no.
I'm really proud of myself. I'm on the Not So Berry challenge right now. I'm working on it, and I'm on the 3rd generation, and I'm about to move to the 4th, and I'm doing it. I'm chugging away. This is the furthest I've ever gotten with a legacy.
I'm one.
Seriously, honestly though, it's witchcraft.
I'm one gen into the Not So Berry challenge. I made my first person, and that's about all I got so far. Okay.
Yeah, moving households really helps. Like I literally move households like every age, like adult to young adult to elder. They're moving because I get and makeovers help too. Like if you're bored with the challenge, just give everyone a makeover, and it helps kind of revamp it a little bit. Tips from Marissa. I'm just full of tips and tricks
still
today,
be taking
guys.
note.
And we're just full of salt, so it's cool.
So much.
All right, so what's coming next, guys? So in case you were like, hey, what am I going to listen to soon? Well, Llama is doing a lore episode. They're doing the noobs. Well, the broke part of the noobs. You know, the broke family. Broke
That
noobs.
sounds really bad.
The
Broke
noobs. They're also doing the slice of life, but sure. That would already be out, but that mod. That mod has replaced MCC for me. I use Slice of Life mod more than I use that one because they can't run at the same time. I found that out the hard way.
They can run at the same time, just not with the Island Living.
It glitches my shit out. Yeah, well, with Island, I have Island Living, so it glitches my shit out.
Before Island Living, they run together perfectly fine. Hopefully, by the time this episode airs, there's an update and they fucking fix that shit. But yeah, I had to uninstall MCCC and Slice of Life because
I haven't been playing with either one of those mods since Island Living came out, and it's kind of depressing.
I know it is.
Anyway, so then we're going to be doing Girl Gamers!
Yes!
And Girls Who Code. We're going to have a special guest. It's going to be super fun. And Girl Gamers, please expect, just get yourself ready with a water bottle for that one because Ava and I are going to go ham sandwich.
Tangent time.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be great. All you're going to have is Marissa wrangling people in like with lassos.
Pretty much.
The Girl Gamers or Game Who Code episode. Game Who Code. Girls Who Code episode. I'm chugging along, guys. I'm making it work. So I feel like the episode's not going to be very gameplay focused, like a challenge or a lore episode, but it's going to be a really great episode. We have a fantastic guest, and it's just going to be a really fun kind of more get to know us and the guest episode, kind of like a Ryan Mills episode, you know? Yes. It'll be more like that.
Getting to know you.
And Vanity and I will try our best not to talk about our Dragon Age romances.
I legitimately make no promises, but we are going to do, I think Ava and I have set up a time. We're going to do, if you're part of our Patreon, which you should be, do that.
Yeah.
We're going to do a bonus episode that's going to be all about
You should.
Dragon Age.
You definitely should.
Just basically us talking about BioWare and how we're such trash for our space husbands and just
An
all
Iron
the
Bull.
things.
Sorry.
Oh, yes, just all our tales about riding the bull. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm so looking forward to that one.
I'm so ready for that one. Like seriously, like it's gonna be so much fun. And if you guys like any of those games and you're a part of our Patreon, it's gonna be massively great. Okay,
we're gonna go Ren style, guys, because from here on out we're shooting without a script.
Oh yes, Ava, that musical episode is going to be amazing. The musical episode is going to be so great. Okay, so we have some shout outs, guys. Some shoot oots. It's shout outs, the Patreon edition. Shoot oots. I heard you, Ava.
I'm picturing double T's as in shoot and toots. Just imagining someone with explosive gas.
Shoot.
Oh, it's too hot. My brain is melting.
Okay,
Please continue with your shout outs.
It's shout outs. The Patreon edition. We have Patreons and we like them. So we're going to talk about them. First of all, we're going to talk about Nerdy Dude. Nerdy Dude 247 on the Twits. That's Twitter for all you people who aren't in the know.
That did not sound good. I'm glad you clarified. I was going to say, stop.
I am not on Twitter, so I just really hope that that's what people say.
I am on Twitter, and I would like to be able to go back there, so glad you clarified.
Okay. Nerdy Dude 247 on Twitter. Hey guys, how you doing today? If you need a simulated podcast to listen to, then I've got an amazing recommendation for you. It's called Under the Plumbob Podcast. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher, and you can take a look at their content on Twitter at PlumbobCast. Bro. Dumb. Love you.
And Nerdy
He's
Dude
pretty awesome.
Is one of our Patreons, and he
is one of our Patreons. If you're one of our Patreons, you can get in our Discord chat, and you can chitty chat with all of us. It's great.
And you can see pictures of our pets, and we can talk about episodes right when they launch, and you get to know like before we actually launch episodes. We're like,
when we become like my favorite murder levels of famous, you get to go, I knew them when they were still nobodies.
We're always going to be nobodies.
We're so cool.
Yeah, we're always going to be nobodies.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Okay.
I know that.
I also know that. I have no delusions of grandeur over here.
Look, a girl can dream, all right?
Dream a little dream.
Shane, at Shane Taylor on Twitter, wrote us, give these ladies a listen. They are a laugh out loud hilarious. I'm a recent subscriber who's making her way through the back catalog, and they always make me smile. She's another patron of ours. And Shane is so funny. All our patrons are so funny. I love reading the Discord chat and like and the ideas you guys patrons are amazing. They like come up with so many great ideas, and we just are like, how have we done this podcast without you? I don't even know.
Also, whenever someone new joins, Shane gives them virtual cake. So if you want cake, join our Discord.
It's adorable.
Support us on Patreon and join our Discord.
And they're cool cakes. I mean, Shane does not mess around.
No,
they're really cool cakes.
She knows the importance of pastry.
Pastry is very important.
It is.
Okay, so if you guys want to follow us other places, you can. You should. We are Plumbobcast on Instagram and the Twit. That's also Twitter for you kids not in the know.
Sorry.
It's Plumbob Podcast on Reddit, Under the Plumbob Podcast on Facebook and Tumblr, undertheplumbob.com, where you can find all of our things. And then We're also on Twitch and YouTube. It's just Under the Plumbob Podcast on both of those things. So you can rate, review, subscribe. Tell us how much you hated this episode or how much you loved this episode. If you hated it, though, just slide into our DMs and tell us. Don't rate it because we don't want people to know you hated it. But like, do all that on iTunes and stuff. And then we have a Patreon where you can be a patron,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
We have that. You can find us on Patreon. And then if you even level 1, so we have levels, and level 1s get the Discord chat. It's going to be great. So you don't have, we're not like, you don't have to. We're not trying to like tell you to give us all your monies. You can still listen for free. It's totally chill. But we have merch if you want to like walk around with mugs and stuff. Drink your coffee as you listen to the show, or whatever's in your coffee cup. It should be water at this point.
Yeah.
But drink
But,
water.
buy a mug. Buy a tote bag to carry your mug around. Just buy stuff.
All that's in your bag is just your mug.
Your mug and a shirt.
That's it. That's all you got.
That's all you got.
All right, so that's all those things. And then
and I feel like we should describe the merch is our logo. It's not just like a blank t-shirt, just so you know. It's a shirt with a logo. The mug says has now Back to the Real World and Under the Plumbob Podcast. It's good merch, you guys. It's really well put together.
It's quality stuff. Yeah.
It's really quality. Yeah.
I mean, I own it.
It's pretty badass. I like it a lot.
So let's wrap this up because it's been a while and Ava's going to have a great time editing this.
I'm so sorry.
Worth it.
Thank you to Roxy for your lovely tips and tricks because, you are the seasoned veteran when it comes to the 7 Toddlers
And also
challenge.
the reason we're doing this.
Also that too.
Mm.
I was try not to put any salt in that, okay? But thanks, Ava, for sprinkling it on the top.
Just, pointing it out.
Thank you to all of the Sims fan sites that we used. We used Carl quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you, Carl. I mean, even if we didn't use you, I still always thank you.
Thank you, Carl.
Thanks, Carl. Oh, did you want to have your thank you, Marissa?
Oh, you're setting me up.
Thank you?
Yeah. Thanks, Tim.
I did.
Tim is sending us a spreadsheet, by the way. And
He did.
He sent it.
I can't wait for that.
And I will. Well, I will. It's intense. Thank you, Tim from Seattle-ish. You're the shit.
Oh my God. Thanks, Tim from Seattle-ish. I'm so excited to see your spreadsheet.
and his friend joined our Patreon. So
She did.
She did.
His friend is on our Patreon, but we will remember you get your own personal shout out, so we're not going to say what you're there.
we know you're there. And we know you're
So thanks for listening.
You're here, Tim, and we appreciate you.
We do appreciate you so much. We appreciate all of you guys, all of you listeners. If you have a spreadsheet that you want to share with us with all your sim funds, you
please
do. Send your spreadsheet, send your Google Docs, send whatever you want. We will look at it and we will gush over it because we are your people. So thank you guys for listening, though. It's been an interesting hour and some change. Yeah. Whew. 7 toddlers. Thanks, guys.
I guess now we have to go back to the real world. And for once, I don't mind because my real world doesn't have toddlers.
Yes. Same.
Samesies. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Buddies. Dag dag.
Like you can
Oh God, I think I broke Marissa.
you can click.